Hey guys, welcome to this episode of the Guns of Tarkov, the series where I go into every single gun in Tarkov, give you a little bit of a breakdown on the actual history of them, use them in an offline raid to show their power, and then take them into an online raid to inevitably lose them to someone way better than me. So as always, let's jump right into it. Unsurprisingly, given not only the setting of the game, but also the location of the parent company, the AK platform is a very popular rifle in the world of Tarkov. And due to the absolutely enormous number of AK variations, I decided to shove all of them into one video. In total, there are 19 different AK rifles in Tarkov, from the modernized AK-100 line to the civilian legal VPO-209 chambered in a very strange 366 TKM round. The AK pattern rifles are mostly the same, with the main differences being the barrel length, stock action, and ability to mount side-mounting AK-style optics. But let's look at one of the more interesting, at least to a gunlet like me, variants of the AK, mostly because I have never heard of this strange round. This round, the 366 TKM, was created for a very specific need in specifically the Russian sport shooting and casual shooting community. In Russia, you are required by law to own a shotgun for at least 5 years before you can obtain a rifle license. So what Russian ammo company TechCrim decided to do was to take a 7.62x39 cartridge and neck it up to .366 caliber and then use it in surplus 7.62x39 weapons that have had a smoothbore barrel conversion, essentially creating a questionably inaccurate weapon that technically qualifies as a shotgun, thus allowing gun enthusiasts in Russia to be able to enjoy military-style surplus firearms without having the limitations of Russian gun laws. This smoothbore barrel and up-necked cartridge explain the low power, bad accuracy, and incompatibility of ammo type with the 366 weapons in Tarkov. So let's take a look at the Vepr AKM, or the VPO-209 366 TKM carbine. So as you can see here in front of us, it essentially is just an AK-47. Vepr AKMs are semi-automatic AK-47s, and this one just has a smoothbore barrel and has the 366 cartridge in it. It's essentially the exact same gun. Everything that you would normally put on the AKM works with the Vepr. So, I mean, it's mostly the same gun, but it is just chambered in that strange caliber, which is really cool for Battle State to include. So, same as last episode, let's take it into an offline raid and just see how usable it actually is, and then after that, we'll take it into an online raid and undoubtedly lose it. So let's go ahead and load her up. Now the biggest concern I have with this gun in comparison to the other AK platforms is that 366 round lacks a lot of the same punch as the other rounds. So we'll see how it fares up. I've only used this gun a couple times in game, so let's give it a shot. I've got it loaded up with 3 rounds. Got it loaded up with 3 magazines, 10 rounds each, so we'll see how this goes. So like with most guns, if you get a headshot, it's definitely going to kill him, but
Вон он, блядь! Ебашь его! Сука ты, блядь, не упырь, блядь, дебила, блядь!
Alright, so we fired a couple rounds here. Looking at about half a mag left. We should probably do a reload. Go ahead and reload now. Heard somebody over here. I don't know where all these guys are though. There's one. So it definitely hits relatively hard, at least on scavs, but it has very low penetration, so don't believe there's much of a chance for it to get through armor. But I am having a lot more luck in this offline raid than I've ever had with this gun in online, but that's kind of to be expected. It's less stressful. Alright. Let's get out of here and we'll take it into an online raid and inevitably lose it. So pretty much the same as last episode. I muted my mic while I was playing just so I could focus a little bit, and I will be doing the voiceover while watching it back. So we're just deploying in here, waiting our couple seconds to get into a live game, and seeing how it goes. So the spawn point that I spawned at, I know that there's another spawn point to my left. So first thing I'm going to do is peek and look. And somebody had the same idea, so I take a couple shots at him. I don't think any of them hit, but pretty much immediately in a firefight, which is usually how it goes in factory. So I'm pretty much just waiting here to see what he plans to do, seeing if you push up to me. Let me have a chance to catch him off guard. After a couple seconds of waiting and not hearing anything, I decide to possibly make my move. Watch this corner for a little bit, maybe hoping to get a good shot on him, but doesn't look like he's pushing up. Ultimately, I decide to just run for it, which leads to a pretty humorous encounter where I get stuck, look over, and we kind of make eye contact, and then decide to shoot at each other. I decide to run into the tunnels and hope for a possible way to flank him, maybe see if I can come up behind him. Once I push down here, I can't hear movement behind me, so I decide to take a look and see if maybe it's him. And it turns out that it is actually him. Not really confident in getting a good shot at him, so I decide to hold off and see if he peeks again. We do spot each other there, so the game is afoot. I decide to rush him. And unfortunately, I pay for that. He does black out my leg. I think it sounds like he's rushing me from the front, but unfortunately, I was wrong. He rushed me from the rear, and he does take me out. There you go. See, that just goes to show, again, not only my skill in Tarkov, but the inability for that weapon to kill people. I don't know if I ever hit that guy, but he definitely flanked the shit out of me, broke my legs, and killed me. So, that's just how it is, you know? Welcome to Tarkov, and it's a matter of just getting better at the game and playing over and over again, and sometimes not using shitty weapons. So that's just kind of how it is. And unfortunately, I don't have another VPO-206 or 209 to show you guys. But be that as it may, I've got a bunch of AKs. So it looks exactly the same as these. It's just 7.62, but actually 366. So that's how it is, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for watching. There will be more episodes of this Guns of Tarkov series. Next one should be the Ash 12, so expect to see that here real soon. Thanks again, guys. As always, thanks for watching. A Crazy Gun Nut out.